All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm doing something really interesting, and I've been planning to do this for like over a year, and I just haven't had the time. I'm playing Warhammer 3 Total War again. It's been so long, and got something really special. Apparently, there's DLCs. There's not DLCs. There's mods in the workshop on Steam, which add custom, completely new factions that exist within the Warhammer fantasy universe that aren't available and probably never will be available in the main game. So we're kind of getting free additional content that's fan made, and it looks really good. And the factions they've chosen are pretty good, and some of the more interesting ones. Like we have this faction Albion, just by the name, you probably know it's like an old, I think, Roman name for the British Islands, for Britain, and the characters are very inspired by kind of like pre-Roman Celtic people. They have like woad, the blue body paint. They have clothing that matches them. And what's also super interesting about them is apparently they're a faction that's specialized in fighting chaos, which is really cool because chaos are kind of the apex predators of the Warhammer world. And these guys, I don't know if they can handle it. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the lore, but they're the chaos hunters. So I don't know what happens in the lore. Do they fail? They probably do. I mean, chaos is pretty difficult, but they have some interesting faction effects because of this relationship with chaos. They're immune to attrition caused by chaos corruption. That's really good because especially if you're going deep into chaos territory to fight them in their own land, chaos corruption can cause a lot of issues with that. So this way you avoid that. Corruption of all kinds is -10. There's a special faction effect where if you destroy chaos forces or rebuild waystones, you can get further reinforcements. So the more progress you make, you get rewarded by getting more troops. Also, this is really good. Melee attack against various chaos units, warriors of chaos, demons of chaos, chaos dwarfs, and Norska. So just like anything that's connected to chaos, basically, you get a melee attack bonus. And then our Lord also has pretty effective effects for what she's doing, like going in and taking on chaos. Campaign movement range 15%. That's actually extremely good because if everyone else doesn't have the bonus, which most of the lords don't, if you come in, do a hit and run attack, and then you withdraw, they won't have the movement points to follow you. Campaign line of sight, that can be useful as well if you're raiding. Income from raiding, income from post battle loot, it's actually even better than raiding income. And plus -6 enemy leadership, so they like fear you. So let's read about this character. This is also Celtic, like the spelling being all difficult to read. That tends to be the case with a lot of Celtic languages. But I'm going to try it. Morenion, the Murder Queen. Host of the Raven Queen, thirsting for revenge after the recent devastation caused to Albion by chaos. Morenion and some of her most fervent followers have decided to take war to the very home of the ruinous power. So this is really freaking epic. Like, I don't know if she's crazy. I don't know if she can do it, but it's very badass. And then we have this other lord. We're not going to be playing as him. But he seems to be more of a raider. Let's see. He also has the immunity.
The Ogham Stones must be cleansed.
He also has the immunity to chaos, but I would say slightly. Yeah, he's a spellcaster. He gets the enemy, the winds of magic effect, and all that. I don't really like playing as spellcaster lord, so I'm gonna go with her.
Queen of the Ravens.
And she's the queen, so she's kind of more representative of the faction, I feel. So without further ado, let's start. I'm pretty excited. All right, we're all loaded up. Let's see if this faction actually has what it takes to take on chaos. First, let me just check something in the sound settings. Game's a little bit too loud. Let's put it 5. So, what do we have? We have an army. We have an agent. Let's combine them. It's going to increase training. It's still a tiny bit too loud. That'll be fine. We have one settlement, and the settlement is surrounded by chaos, which is crazy. And then here's Albion, and I assume... Oh, that is weird. So the other Albion faction starts off controlling Albion, but the one that's weird. You would think the queen would control it instead of the queen fighting. I mean, I guess that's an admirable queen. She's going out there and fighting on the front line. Let's take a look at the technology tree. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. It's kind of a small technology tree, but that can be good. It's less complicated. So these cost money, and these three are free. Research rate +5. Growth +5. Let's go with this. And who are we at war with? Only one faction in the beginning. And these guys like us. That's the one other Albion faction. It looks like we actually start off with a pretty decent strength ranking, 27, a lot higher than the other Albion faction. So the other Albion faction, they start off in a safer starting position. They have their own island. They're kind of further away from the center of Norsca power, Norsca and Chaos power, the capitals. But I guess they start off with a smaller army, maybe weaker units, I would assume. And the faction we're at war with, they're not huge. They have 3 settlements. And they're a Slanesh faction. So let's see. We have Oathsworn. We have Maiden Guard. Both heavy infantry. We have Slingers. Oh, this is interesting. Albion Giant. Feral Griffin. Crows and Ravens. Honestly, okay, they don't seem the best. They don't seem super heavily armored. But maybe... Oh, even she's... I didn't notice this. She's also a spellcaster. I thought only the other guy was a spellcaster, but apparently she is as well. And Albion is all the way over here. They're our only allies, so we're kind of like completely surrounded by hostile forces. Norsca to the south, Chaos immediately next to us. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. All right, so this is gonna be a close victory. We're just gonna auto resolve it, and we could do this for replenishment. We could free the captives. Let's do this. I think experience is worth it. Because we're going to be outnumbered and constantly fighting for our survival, we need to have as much experience as possible. Let's do this. This guy leveled up. And financially, we're doing okay. Oh, wait, I haven't even looked at the settlement yet. Interesting. This gives you woad. So woad is a currency. That's very Celtic. The wise elderly women of Albion who know the old ways forage for herbs which cure all manner of ills. So this helps with replenishment. This produces medicinal plants. I guess that's also something that they use. That's like very faction specific. You know, every faction in Warhammer always has some kind of 1 or 2 gimmicks that so I guess medicinal plants is in their case. And I'm not sure what else to build.
Come, bear arms, and fight for Albion.
I think a military building might be worth getting the most. But which one? War Chariot. Warband. So many options. Oh, this is really cool. Ogham Stone. It's like a Stonehenge looking thing. Very cool. Yeah, I've never played as them, so it's really difficult figuring out what to choose. Maybe for now, let's just upgrade this building and 2 of these. All right. Let's speed that up. Let's see how many of these factions fall in just the first turn. All right, 2 of them. Oh, 1 came back. But I don't know. We won that one battle, but Chaos factions usually have crazy good units. I know this is supposed to be the Chaos fighting, like this is what they specialize in, but I don't know if they're up to it. A lot of the units just look like unarmored humans. They I don't know. I guess you do get the +6 attack against all Chaos factions, but I don't know if that's enough to make up for having, like, I guess we haven't seen all that they have to offer, but so far Albion seems kind of weak. What are we gonna do next? Let's do this.
Scourge of Chaos. Morenion.
Let's keep recruiting.
Do you swear allegiance to your queen? Scourge of Chaos.
Which of these could be worth it the most? Woad Raiders. Fuck it. Let's just build that one.
Murder Queen.
You want to trade? No. There's no trade partners because we're like, we look at the map. This is like the old world. This is like where the Empire. This is here. Britonia's here. The Empire's there. This is the peninsula that's supposed to represent Scandinavia, so it has all the Norska, and then up even beyond that, that's where all these full-blown Chaos factions are at war. Like, you know, the personal forces of Slaanesh and Khorne and all the rest of them. All right, we're at 291. 9 factions have fallen. We're still alive. It's natural selection, baby. Come on. I think once we have a full stack, maybe I could go out and attack one of these settlements. Oh, nice. One of the nearby factions got destroyed. Let's go with this. Oh, I think I forgot to look at. So what is this? So this is some gimmicky thing. Belief is a measure of how much faith lies in the Raven Queen host's progress towards destroying chaos. Expansion and building. So I guess they have their whole religion, their whole worldview that they will like win against chaos in the end. And I guess by building the right buildings. So right now we're unworthy. Clan reinforcements are sent at low frequency. I'm getting really curious about this faction. Like their specialization against chaos, their religion, which revolves around defeating chaos. The Stonehenge sort of aesthetics. I like that stuff. This settlement looks kind of shitty though. They could have made it look like something else. And then here it tells me how much woad I have. The people of Albion cover their bodies in magical woad dye when they go to war. Some of their druids can even enhance this woad further, making it more powerful, but also more dangerous to those who use it. It is produced in the Temple of Ischernos and dye resource building lines and is used to grant upgrades to some Albion units. So that's another aspect of it. And then we have... Oh, that's nothing. Just a Waystone network.
Queen of the Ravens. Queen of the Ravens.
We could take this settlement over here. We could. It's an option. Oh yeah, this tells you how big is the garrison. So it seems kind of small.
Murder Queen.
But our own garrison is small too. So if I leave,
Scourge of Chaos.
I don't know. Oh, and these are the clan reinforcements. So this is, so if we, I guess, are performing well, we can instantly recruit a lot of these. And these are all like higher tier heavy infantry, giants, monsters. That's pretty cool.
Morenion. To the host of the Murder Queen.
But for now, let's keep recruiting.
Morenion.
Keep upgrading. And
Scourge of Chaos.
let's end the turn. I'm probably not going to wait till we have a full-blown, 20 unit stack, but I don't know, maybe next turn we could go for it. Take this place right here, the Fetid Catacombs. Come on. Okay, more technology done. It's a hard choice. Let's go with that.
Queen of the Ravens. Scourge of Chaos. Come, bear arms, and fight for Albion.
Let's do one more,
Morenion.
and then we'll go. I want to be 100% sure we can take this place, because I'm going to be risking a lot leaving my sole settlement that I put all my money into just to take another smaller place, and it's probably not even going to be super worth it. I wonder if I can take cold attrition. Isn't that a thing? Like winter attrition? I forgot if that's even a thing in Warhammer. Probably not. Maybe the only attrition in the far north in Warhammer is the chaos attrition, which I should be immune to because of the the faction being all super anti-chaos specialized. Oh shit! Some special thing. Clan reinforcements ready. The journey may have only just begun, but the Truthsayers demand results. To aid you, the High Druid sends word of warriors ready to join the Raven Queen host. The 4 main clans of Albion each has warriors ready. Choose which clan to honor. So depending on which clan I choose, I'll get different units. Woad Raiders. So this one's pretty cool because you get 3 of them, but I don't know if they're weaker. But Highlanders seem really cool. I'm all into, I watch Braveheart, so I don't know. Anything associated with the Highlanders seems pretty cool. Gonna go with the I like the, and the Highlanders have armor piercing as a trait. That's gonna be very effective against heavily armored chaos units. So additional units may be recruited, blah blah blah. Ah, so now they become available like this.
Do you swear allegiance to your queen?
And now we can go for it. Let's go. Decisive victory. So a lot of, let's see. Purify and settle. Cleanse with fire. So I assume this is like sacking it. Let's go with this. Your military activity has heightened the enemy's aggression towards the Raven Queen host, increasing the hostility level. Clan reinforcements will now be displaced more often. So yeah, like I thought, the more you fight chaos, the more. Man, this is really cool. I'm really enjoying this. It makes it really immersive. And we're gonna build. We're gonna build something that's gonna boost the garrison. Can't even see. Total. Let's upgrade it.
Morenion, Queen of the Ravens.
Warrior culture.
Scourge of chaos. Welcome to the host of the Murder Queen.
Warband, great weapons. So this is like a better. Yeah, they have armor piercing trait. These guys have anti-infantry trait. Let's do one. And hopefully that big army at the Twisted Towers doesn't come in and take our main city. I'm going to keep the army at our main city because that's far more vulnerable. But I think the enemy expanded. I think they have a fourth city right here to the left of us. So we might need to start recruiting a second army. Probably. Alright, 272 factions left, so almost 30 have fallen.
Murder Queen.
Yeah, let's see. They have 2 more settlements left.
Queen of the Ravens. Morenion.
Could I afford a second army? Probably not. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of how in Warhammer 40k, if people have faith, it like empowers a lot of their powers and it can even like change reality. And with this faction, the more success you have against chaos, the more various bonuses you have. Like you get reinforcements, you get this thing that increases, so it gives you all kinds of special recruitment rank benefits, experience points, all kinds of stuff. So it's very satisfying. It feels very, very satisfying. So I'm waiting for this garrison to look a little bit better, and then we can go for this place. Okay, I guess I could go for it right away.
Murder Queen.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go for it.
Scourge of chaos.
And the turn. But yeah, very interesting faction. Another extra faction that I've downloaded. There's many, but one of them is Araby, which, as you can guess by the name, it's like a fictional version of like Arab Middle Eastern factions, and they fight kind of Bretonian factions in that area that are supposed to represent the Crusaders, like the Crusader states. So it's really interesting. It's kind of like a fictionalized version of the Crusades. So I'm definitely going to do that campaign, playing as Araby. That should be interesting. Kind of curious to see what kind of faction gimmicks and stuff they have. Definitely like the Albion one. It's I was a bit skeptical because I don't know, their units, they don't look very armored. Look at this, they're like shirtless and stuff. But somehow I'm surviving. Somehow all the effects are adding up. So we're gonna auto resolve this one too. Somehow we haven't been crushed yet. Upgrade.
Scourge of chaos. Queen of the Ravens.
Upgrade this one as well. Yeah, let's do that.
Murder Queen. Morenion.
We'll need money to upgrade that one.
Queen of the Ravens.
So we have 3 settlements now. But there's a big army right here. I saw him recruiting, so we could get really badly attacked.
Scourge of chaos.
Oh, and we unlocked the Regiment of Renown. That'll be really useful. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we haven't been destroyed. Like, we're deep in chaos territory. Maybe the people who made the mod, they thought about it carefully, and when they chose... Oh, okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Someone declared war, and also they have an ally. The Shadow Legion. Right to the south of us. Ooh, yeah, we're definitely going to need a second army. Definitely. I don't know if I have the money for it, but we need it. Come on. One thing that sucks about fighting chaos, they're usually not open to peace treaties. Yeah, these guys are not open to it. Yeah. Oh, and they have a big army. Fuck.
Murder Queen. Queen of the Ravens.
We gotta be quick.
Murder Queen.
Forced march.
Morenion.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. This is a bit of a cliffhanger, because, yeah, these 2 factions right to the south of us both declared war. This one only has 1 settlement. The other one has 2. So they're not huge, but man, we're not ready for it yet. We're still finishing off that starting enemy faction, these guys. And they have a big army. There's a big army right here coming in. Full stack, full blown stack. Another faction. Full stack. yeah, this will be tough. If they attack this place, it's probably going to fall. So hopefully something doesn't. Hopefully they retreat. Maybe they're seeing my main army coming in. Maybe that scares them away. We'll see. But anyway, hope you guys are excited about this campaign. I'm really surprised by how much I like this faction. I'm glad that I like it. I was a bit skeptical at first. And yeah, definitely want to do part 2, part 3. We'll see how far it goes. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye.